Good morning and aloha. Thank you very much for joining in our Sunday service. Today is May 31st, Sunday, it's 10:30. However, I'm sorry, today is not Sunday, it's actually Saturday, May 30. The reason why is because I'm using pre-recording as a live streaming video. So I took a video one day before, which is Saturday today, and then set up as uploading time as 10:30 Sunday, May 31st. Then when the time comes, it automatically broadcasted to the world. And good thing about this function is called YouTube Premiere. YouTube Premiere is I can use live chatting. So while it's kind of weird, but while I upload this video pre-recording, and then when it is broadcasted, I can watch this video and then I can join in the live chatting. So today is the very first time, so let's test and experiment whether it's good or not, we will know. So, but the good thing about YouTube Premiere is because I'm using a pre-recording video, so I can make an edition. I can edit this video. So I can put subtitles of Romaji, Kanji or Chinese characters, and also I can put English translation. So this means that you don't need Otsutobe book this time. You can just watch this video. It's all there in the video. So you don't need book today. So that's a good thing. And also a good thing about YouTube Premiere is that I sometimes say good thing, of course, good thing, and then, sometimes educational, sometimes inspirational message, and sometimes very wise message I can deliver, but sometimes I make something not good, make mistake, then I can cut, that part. And also, if it's too long, like last week, so my father actually watched this video, so last week, immediately he made a comment that it was too long. So if it's video this long, too long, I can make it short. And so that's a good thing about YouTube Premiere. Today, I'd like to introduce one of Honen Shonin's, our master's short poems called Tanka. There are 19 poems are listed in the Honen Shonin Gyojo-ezu, or illustrated biography of Honen Shonin. So this is a great volume of the biography with a picture, and it's actually national treasure, which Chiyoin owns. It's called Gyojo-ezu. So Honen Shonin Gyojo-ezu is an illustrated biography of Honen Shonin. It's a magnificent picture scroll, and this with this illustrated biography, there are 19 songs made by Honen Shonin. Short poems are listed, and among them today I want to introduce one of Honen Shonin's outstanding poems. The theme is called Ike no Mizu, or Water of the Pond. And the reason why I introduced today is because I recently took time and I made a translation into English. So that's why today I should introduce this Ike no Mizu, Water Pond. And so original poem start with Ike no Mizu, which is Ike is a pond and the Mizu is a water. So Ike no Mizu, water of the pond. Hito no kokoro ni nitarike is similar. Hito no kokoro is a hito person, and kokoro is a mind or heart. And nitarike, it's very similar and alike. Nigori sumu koto. So nigori is like it's not clear, it's muddy, and sumu koto is it's clear. Sadame nakereba. Sadame is sometimes translated as fate, because it means set or settle. And the sadame nakereba is no settle. So it's not settled. And what it means is keep changing. So Ike means water of the pond and human mind and heart are very similar. That Honen is understanding. And why we see the explanation is 濁り住むことを定めなければ. And both, they're both, whether it's muddy, sometimes muddy, and whether clear, pure, sometimes we can be sometimes pure, we can sometimes be muddy, and no settle. So it's not settled, but keep changing. So even though we can be sometimes, in most cases, we think we are very pure and we good, but our mind always changing, easily changed by outer, factors, outer environment. We can be changed. So it's not same all the time. It's always keep changing, and this is exactly like water pond and also human mind. It's very similar. Because water pond sometimes very clear, but right after raining hard, it can be muddy, all of a sudden muddy. And even if it is muddy, by the time time pass, it can be clear. And so the water of the pond always changing and no settle and but changing. That's the nature of pond of the water. And our mind actually same thing. That Honen Shonin saw, very similarity between water of the pond and human mind. And by the way, 人の心 is a person, and kokoro is a Japanese word which means heart and actually mind. In English, heart and mind are actually two separate things. However, Japanese kokoro means both heart and mind. So when we say kokoro, it can be like Nihon no kokoro means either heart of Japan, Japan heart, or it can be Japanese mind of Japan. So English we use differently as heart and mind different. However, kokoro it can mean both. So 人の心 when we say it could be human heart, and it could be human mind, or it could be both mind and heart. So Honen Shonin made this song because of the similarity of water of the pond and our mind and our heart are very changing nature. But this song is very interesting because when you go and to see a different pond, and when you go different time, all the color of the pond look different. Water of the pond look different depending on the time and depending on the weather. And so when you go to such a nice weather, blue sky, and blue sky reflect on the water, so it can be blue sky, just like blue sky. And then when weather is very cloudy, the water looks very white because of the cloud. And then, of course, because of the Japanese garden, depending on the green, garden. So sometimes the water looks green. Although same, water of the pond same. But depending on the situation, depending on the time, depending on the actually sunlight. The sunlight played a very important role to decide the color of the pond. And this is exactly, what Honen Shonin want to teach. It is not whether we are pure or whether we are greedy, whether we are, good or bad. It doesn't matter. From the viewpoint of Amida Buddha, who is perfect being, we are all saved. And it is not ourselves, whether we are pure or not, but it is Amida Buddha's blessing. Amida Buddha embraced all, embrace all with an infinite light. And that without, with Amida Buddha's light, decide whether we are pure or not. So we can stay as we are. We can stay as we are. We don't need to change. But Amida Buddha actually embraces us all. So this is exactly like the sunlight. It is sunlight, the reflection, made the color. So water can be very dirty, but if you get a natural sunlight, it can be blue, it can be green, it can be beautiful because of the sunlight. In like manner, we can be Bonpu, we can be ordinary man, but it is Amida Buddha embrace making light, giving light, infinite light to us. Then we can be pure and we can be born into Amida Buddha's pure light. So Ichie no Mizu, water of the pond, is very simple poem, but it actually intends to teach. It's a great teaching of Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha's infinite light embrace all. And it is Amida's light that takes us to the Amida Buddha's pure light. So, thank you very much. 池の水、人の心に似たりけり、濁り澄むこと定めなければ。池の水、人の心に似たりけり、濁り澄むこと定めなければ。Thank you very much. Please open page 3, Invocation. Amida Buddha, the awakened one, the compassionate one, we ask for your guidance on this happy day. Lead us from the numbness of routine and from all bitterness of heart to a peaceful place of compassion and wisdom. Grant us the strength and abiding consciousness to work together harmoniously in our temple and our community. Help us to always remember that life is one and therefore that all living things coexist and are interconnected, and that your infinite light of compassion shines upon the hearts of everyone. Namu Amida Butsu. Namu Amida Butsu. Page 5, Vandana Ti-Sarana. I go to the Buddha. Thank you very much. Now, Eightfold Path. The Buddha teaches us that we may become pure and holy by following the rules he laid down for us. Let us repeat them and also remember at all times what they mean. First, right understanding. Let us learn and try to understand the truth. Second, right purpose. Third, right speech. Let us be truthful and kind in all we say. Fourth, right conduct. Let us try to behave ourselves at all times. Fifth, right livelihood. Let us earn our living in a way which will not harm anyone. Sixth, right endeavor. Let us constantly try to become better. Seventh, right thought. Let us cherish our thoughts because our words and our actions arise from our thoughts. Eighth, right meditation. Let us think often of Amida Buddha and repeat the sacred name, Namu Amida Butsu. May the sacred presence of Amida, who said he would abide in his teaching, be our guide. May we follow his glorious example and tread with unfaltering steps this noble path until we too shall attain enlightenment. Namu Amida Butsu. Now we do traditional Otsutome chanting. Dharma, even after hundreds, thousands, million aeons, is difficult to encounter. We now here receive and uphold it. May we understand the true message of the Tathagata. Bussetsu Amida-kyo nyozen amon ichiji butsu zai Shoyaku-ge jugi kodoku on yonai biku shusen 250人kukaiぜ大あらかん修正知識長老者利発マカモ剣連マカカ書マカカ千年マカ口なり肌修理判だかなんだなんだなごら教本肌いびんずるあらだかりだいまかこひんなはくらぬるなにょぜとしょだいでし病床菩薩まかさつもんじゅしりほうじあいた菩薩剣だか大菩薩上昇人菩薩よ如ぜ東照大菩薩牛釈大観人と無料昇天大祝二次仏語長老者利発十税裁法果十万の仏道右世界妙圧極楽合同右仏公阿弥陀根源在説法者利発非道学語妙因極楽合国修上無祝単樹省略光明極楽者利発極楽国土七十乱十七十羅も七十五十海税司法修相異尿税公被告妙圧極楽者利発極楽国土有四法地八苦毒水十万五中指定順に根社富士四辺街道金言瑠璃ハリ五条上右老学薬医金言瑠璃ハリ社子釈州名の二言直視地中蓮華大尿者利小式小公合式王公釈式釈公白式白公未妙高血者利発極楽国土上十尿税空毒将軍空者利発非仏国土上差天学黄金維持昼夜六時にうまんだらけ合国修女上位小単格位英国上修妙系空用他法十万の仏即位時期次元と本国本時期教業シャリオツ極楽国土上十尿税空毒将軍武士シャリオツ被告上右修十奇妙雑式市場白虎空弱大武シャリ下領便が愚名市長税省州長中夜六時出話下音合音延長合金合力
七菩大部八正道分業税等本合同修正門税音二回質念仏年法年相者利を通尿物意思長実税財宝少々所意者が非仏国道無三なく衆者利を五仏国道小無三なく道使命が教宇実税小宗長改税阿弥陀仏欲両法音宣流変化小者者利を非仏国道未不水道小本五十牛法羅網出未明非尿百千十学道軸左門税音社会時年上念仏年法年相死新者利を五部国道上十尿税空の苦称者利をつお尿意運が非仏が今後阿弥陀者利をつ非仏公明無料生実報告無償証下税今後意阿弥陀うしゃりおつ非仏寿命牛語人味無料無限が葬儀公公明阿弥陀シャリオツ阿弥陀仏成仏以来法根実行愚シャリオツ非仏無料無限小門で司会あらか非税三十四章の地消防殺種薬部尿税シャリオツ非部国道上十尿税空毒将軍ウシャリオ極楽国道修上少者改税阿ビバッチご中タグ一生不詳ご主人他非税三十章の知識単価無料無変が葬儀公絶者利を修上門者応答発願願消費国消費者が特用尿税上場全人空営一生者利を不可一生前言無徳因ね特消費国者利を通脈全難し全尿人門絶阿弥陀仏修持名脈一日脈二日脈三日脈四日脈五日脈六日脈七日一心不乱五人臨妙十字阿弥陀仏要少少十現在午前前人十字神父天道即徳往生阿弥陀仏極楽国土シャリオツが健税利公摂心音訳修上門税摂者応答つが消費国土シャリオツ尿が根者三段阿弥陀仏不可思議功徳友薬うわ宿美仏趣味創仏大趣味仏趣味公仏尿仏尿税と合が者修正仏格音合国出向上税相返風三税大先生解説上実言用等修上等身税小不可思議功徳一切小仏小五年業者利を南方正解有日合道仏名門公仏大円見仏趣味等仏無料精進仏尿税等合 が社修正仏各音語国主公上絶相変風三世大先生解説上実言用等修上等心税少佐不可思議空読一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ裁縫世界有無量重仏無量創仏無量動物大好物大名物放送物上皇物尿税統合が社修正仏各音語国出向上税素変風三千大先生解説上実言用等修上等心税小三不可思議空読一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ北方世界有縁見仏最小音仏南宋仏日照仏猛妙仏尿税統合が社修正仏各音語国出向上絶相変風三千大先生会説上実言用等修上等心税小三不可思議空読一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ芸法世界有志士仏妙門仏妙高仏脱魔仏報道仏自法仏尿税統合が社修正仏各音語国出向上絶相変風三世大先生解説上実言用等修上等心税小佐不可思議空読一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ情報世界有本論仏宿王仏工場仏高校仏大円見仏雑式法見言神仏シャラ十王仏法慶特仏見一切義仏尿趣味戦仏尿税統合が社修正仏各音語国出向上絶相変風三世大先生解説上実言用等修上等心税小佐不可思議空読一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ王尿意運河が光明一切小仏小五年魚シャリオツ脈前南自然用二門税小仏小説妙牛教妙者税小前南自然用人外一切小仏具小五海徳風大天王あのくたら三脈三宝大税公シャリオツ尿と海と真珠が合義小仏小説シャリオツ脈人間をつがん公没がんとつがん翼小阿弥陀仏国者税小人と海徳風大天王あのくたら三脈三宝大王妃国土脈一生脈根性脈登場税公シャリオ小前南自然用に脈信者王とつがん消費国土シャリオツ尿が根者小三小仏不可思議空読一小仏と役小説不可思議空読二三前言釈迦無二仏の偉人 な慶雨詩寺のシャバ国道五辱悪世公辱賢辱煩悩辱修上辱明辱中毒和のくたら三脈三宝大一生修上節税一切世南進司法者利四つ統治が黄金辱悪世行使難事徳和のくたら三脈三宝大一切世間摂氏難視司法税人南仏摂氏教位シャリお次小美空一切世間天人が修羅と門仏小説漢字真珠さらいにこ仏説阿弥陀経光明返上実法世界念仏主上摂取空想ナムアミダブナムアミダナI revere the king of the great compassionate vows Amida Buddha, the dispatcher and founder of the teaching Shakyamuni Buddha, all the Buddhas, as many as the sons of the Ganges in the six directions, Kannon, Seishi, all the great bodhisattvas, the world assemblies of ultimate breed, the beings of the pure and great oceans, and the three treasures and great compassion. May there be harmony below the heavens, with the sun and the moon shining brightly. May the wind and rain be timely, and disasters and calamity not arise. May nations be bountiful, people safe, and armies and weapons not be used. Let us revere virtue and humanity and cultivate respect and humility.
Our High Patriarch Komyo, the Great Master Shandao, our founders, the Great Master Enko, Tozen, Gejo, Kokaku, Jikyo, Meisho, Wajun, Honi, Daishi, Honen, Shoni. The Second Patriarch, National Teacher, Daisho, Shoju, Shoko, Shoni. The Third Patriarch, the Recording, a Meditation Master, Kishu, Ryochu, Shoni. The right of transmitting the pure land of the three countries and all the great patriarchs by realizing the compassionate blessings. The founding master of our temple, the restorer, and all the priests who serve this temple with a Fugen practice will achieve perfect enlightenment. My prayers to my teachers and ministers, to my father and mother, to all the temple members, donors, and all living beings with whom I have karmic connection. We pray for the peace and stability of our temple and for complete affinity with the past. May we be completely free of hindrances and cultivate our practice of the Buddhist path. Since the founding of this temple, to all the members, the daily and monthly memorial tablets, the recently deceased, those in the intermediate stage of existence, and to all spirits, may we cultivate virtuous so that they may be enlightened. We vow here on with the virtues accumulated from this place of practice to transfer our merit to our beloved ones for the happiness and achievement of enlightenment. Enlgish no ku Jodo sei issai do hochu mo daishi ojo anda koku. We aspire for these merits and virtues to be equally bestowed upon all, and may we together develop the aspiration for enlightenment to achieve birth in the pure land of peace and bliss. 10年。ナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダナムアミダブナムアミダブナムアミダブムアミダナムアミダブチナムアミダブ。The Nenbutsu Page 7. Amida Buddha surrounds all men and all forms of life with infinite love and compassion. Particularly does he send forth loving thoughts to those in suffering and sorrow, to those in doubt and ignorance, to those who are standing, striving to attain truth, and to those whose feet are standing close to the great change called death. Amida Buddha sends forth oceans of wisdom, mercy, and love.